Hi, welcome to Ed Foodie. Today it's hopefully our last little cold front coming through the Houston area, so I want to make a nice warm spicy soup. It's going to be a creamy jalapeno soup. So let's get right on with it. All right, in just a nice average size frying pan, I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm melting. This is a medium low heat. To our butter, I'm going to add, I've got 4 pretty good size jalapeños that I've seeded and just very roughly chopped into big chunks. So we'll saute these for a couple of minutes till they get a little bit soft. And what I'm doing here, I'm going to add peppers, onions, and garlic, and they're all very roughly chopped. We're just going to get them nice and soft, and then we're going to put them in the food processor to get a nice smooth texture. All right, now we can add in a roughly chopped medium-sized onion and 3 cloves of roughly chopped garlic. So on this medium heat, we'll just get them soft. We don't necessarily want the onions to brown, so that's why I'm medium low heat. And we'll do this maybe for 2 or 3 minutes. All right, our vegetables and garlic are nice and soft. We're going to pour them into our food processor. So what we're going to do is let this cool off a little bit, otherwise this thing may explode when you put the lid on it. While it's cooling off, what you can do is take an 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar cheese and grate it. I like to use the block of cheese and then grate it myself. I read somewhere that when you use the pre-grated packages of cheddar cheese or any cheese, it's kind of sprinkled with some kind of a chemical to make it not cling together. That's why it comes out real easy out of the bag. And because of that, it also can cause your soups to be a little bit grainy when you melt it into soup. So, while this is cooling off, grate 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. So we'll start the food processor now to get these very finely minced. And if you want, I'm going to add just maybe a couple tablespoons of some vegetable broth in there. All right, to this, we're going to add in 1 avocado. We can just scoop this out whole and put it in there because we're going to grind it all up as well. All right, we'll do this for a few seconds to get it all blended. All right, let's go back over to the stovetop. All right, to a stock pot, I'm going to add a lot of heavy cream. I've got 1 quart of heavy cream. We'll put that in our stock pot. And then I'm going to add 1 more pint, 8 ounces. So that's a total of 40 ounces. All right, we'll turn our burner on low and let that heat up a little bit. We need to keep stirring this so we don't scorch it. We'll do this just for a couple of minutes to get it warmed up. All right, to our warm cream, we're going to add our shredded or grated sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, we'll keep stirring until the cheese is melted in there nice and smooth. It's really important that you don't have this heat too hot. Okay, my cheese is all melted And I'm just starting to see a couple little bubbles. So now let's add 8 ounces of vegetable broth. I've got 1 can of crushed tomatoes. And that was a 15-ounce can of tomatoes. I was thinking of adding Rotel, but let's see how hot this is with these jalapenos before we do too much heat. Now we can fold in our jalapeno mixture. Okay, we'll stir this in. And you know, you can do your judgment on what kind of texture you want your soup. If you want it a little bit thinner than what this is, you could pour in a little bit more vegetable broth. All right, so we'll let this go on low for 5 minutes or so. Just keep watching and keep stirring so you don't want that cream to scorch. I like my soup nice and thick and creamy, so I'm going to add in about 4 ounces of sour cream. I'll give it a little taste. We probably want to add some salt and pepper. We can add about a teaspoon of salt. A little bit of fresh pepper. All right, well, just kind of let it, I'm not going to say simmer because you want it under a simmer. Just give that sour cream a chance to dissolve and get these flavors all mixed in there nice. And then because it didn't seem really hot and spicy to me, when I put it in the bowls, I'll probably serve with a little bit of red pepper flakes on top. But the jalapeno really adds a really nice flavor. If you like it extra spicy, I guess you could always leave the seeds and flesh in the jalapeno. All right, so here's my serving. Like I said, it wasn't really hot and spicy, so I'm gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes to mine. Just a little sprinkle. Then of course some freshly chopped cilantro. And now we can try it. Wow, it's so good. The jalapeno has so much flavor, but it didn't really add all that spiciness. So, if you are a little bit afraid of spicy soups, this is going to be really good for you. It's got really packed with flavor. And then, like I said, I added a little bit of red pepper flakes just to make it a little bit more spicy. But that jalapeno really has a great flavor. And of course, the cilantro just goes wonderful with it. Catherine's going to try our creamy jalapeno soup.
I think it's very good.
It's got so much flavor.
Okay.
So nice.
It's good. I really like it. Really good.
So yeah, this is really nice. Like I said, it's the last cold front coming through today, so it's going to warm us up. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Foodie right over there. And thank you for watching.